Everybody, it's Chris from Microboard, and we're here at AOC 2024. I'm here with Samantha Donhue from Pacific Defense. Thank you for taking the time to talk with us today.
Thank you. I'm so excited.
Excellent. So today we're at the pleasure speaking, of course, with Samantha, a seasoned professional within this space and leading and managing engineers of complex projects within the EW and signals intelligence sector. So Samantha, why is the electromagnetic spectrum industry important?
Well, really, if you think about it, everything that we do, all of our technology is somehow emitting on the electromagnetic spectrum. We have all of our cell phones, all of the radios, all the different things are on that spectrum somehow.
Yes.
And so it's really, really important for us to be able to monitor that spectrum, learn
Okay.
about it, and that helps us identify different things in the area, whether they're friendly
Okay.
or maybe foes
Okay.
in the area. So it's one of the signatures that every device has, whether commercial or defense. And so understanding that spectrum allows us to then learn about our environment in ways we can't see with our eyes.
Okay. Excellent explanation, Samantha. So let's look forward. AI, machine learning, a lot of emerging tech. What are we thinking about as far as these technologies? How do you think it's going to impact this space in the future?
So I think it has the potential to really help in this space because of some of the things that I just said. So like there are so many signals out there on the spectrum, and we need to be able to, in real time, sift through all of that.
Yes.
And look at it all and figure and identify them and then figure out, like, again, are they friendly or are they foes? Do I need to react? Do I need to do what do I do? Right.
Okay.
And AI and machine learning are tools that can help us do that a lot faster
Okay.
than, when we're doing that processing for the first time on the fly. So we can train models and things like that with machine learning techniques to say, I've seen that before and identify it really quickly.
Yeah.
Which helps us react faster. And so AI and machine learning allows us to do some of those really complex operations a lot faster in real time on some of these pieces of hardware that can then be a little simpler as well.
Excellent. So I have to bring attention. There's a lot of cool peripherals behind us, but then there's this really cool Jeep. So what role does Pacific Defense play, and what makes this truck so cool?
Yeah. So Pacific Defense builds both hardware and software to do electronic warfare missions and signals intelligence. So we have building blocks that you can buy from us that are just like, like a network switch, for example. But we also do whole systems. And so in the Jeep, we have a system of our products. So we have a box that has all of our cards in it that can go out and do some of these missions.
Yes.
And so the Jeep is cool because we get to put the box in the Jeep. We get to drive it around, not just to shows, but also to bases, to do like demos and to do sites where we can go and try out our different techniques and see how they work against other people, also trying other things, right? So we get to go and see how some of our signal processing is doing against other threats that other people and other companies are trying out in the field.
Yes.
And so the Jeep allows us to do that. And I mean, it looks really cool.
It does. It looks really cool.
It's a plus, but it also is rugged. So we get to go to these cool places like Yuma and stuff like that in the desert and like really kind of see how we're doing. And then we get to evolve from there.
That's awesome. I think that's really cool. So you work with engineering teams, right? From small to large. So for someone that's just starting out, what is the best way they can gain experience or network within the specialized industry?
Yeah. So one thing that I like to tell engineers that are starting out is definitely to look for like internships or co-op opportunities. Those are really, really great. And like Pacific Defense has an internship program that we do, every week, summer and fall, to help new people still in school, right? Get some experience. Also, like a lot of the industry has like AOC. We're at AOC. They have a lot of resources. They have podcasts and they have publications that talk about some of this stuff, some of the challenges that the industry is facing. And people can start like listening to that kind of stuff and understanding some of that stuff because as an employer, when you come in and you want an internship, if you know like things like what EW means, you can just say that word, right? Then we're like, oh, that's interesting, right? That's exciting. So honestly, like I think with recent technologies, things like that, there's a lot of podcasts and publications that talk a lot about what we're trying to do here. And just reading up on that, kind of getting some of the nomenclature, which sounds lame, right? But it does help, right? And then, really kind of looking out for internship opportunities as much as you kind of just kind of get in there, even if it's not what you want to do. I think that's
Yes,
really
it's true.
important, right? Because everyone's like looking for the perfect role. Just getting in at a company
Yes.
will teach you so much, even if you're not doing the, cool, fancy thing, you're doing something else on the side,
Yep.
you're still going to learn about all that other stuff that's going on
That's
within
super
that
cool.
company.
Last question. Go back, early 20s. What piece of advice could you give an engineering student first year that's like, I'm not sure if I want to do this? What piece of advice could you give to all early career
Yeah.
engineer?
Well, definitely don't give up. Even if, you take a class or
Yeah.
something, right? And you're like, I hate this,
Yeah.
right? You don't like it. Don't give up. There's a lot of parts of engineering and there's a lot of different types of engineering. So I definitely encourage people early on in like school to take different classes. I know a lot of colleges have like an engineering exploration program or
Yes.
something like that, right? Like I think it's really hard to get the type of engineering you want to do right the first time.
Okay.
Right. So if you, say you picked mechanical engineering, right? And you start in mechanical and you're like, oh, I'm not sure. Just take an electrical class.
Yes.
Just do it. Right. Just branch out. Try to experience all of the different types of engineering early, so that then as you continue down your classes, you can start to commit a little bit later on.
Yeah.
You don't have to commit super early. I know there's a ton of pressure to do it, right? And just know what you want to do. But really, at the end of the day, there's so many ways to be an engineer.
Yes.
And I encourage people to just start exploring all those different ones and see which one you like the best, right? And then just, try to continue down that path.
Excellent. Well, Samantha, thank you for your time. And of course, everyone, thank you for tuning in. Again, this is Chris from Microboard, and we're here at AOC 2024. Thank you.